top end of the race course and not make it across start
well,
finish
Brad,
line.
The first Friday in June, the test at Tri-Cities, when you were there, we knew that about 5 or 6 boats had a chance of coming out here to Guntersville and have a chance of winning. I think it's proven that by the fact that the speeds we've been seeing. We got the top qualifying boat for this event, hoping to make the front row of the final. This is going to be very important here. They need to score high to make that front row of the final. And then that bad luck they had the earlier 2 heats, if you get a trophy at the end of the day and a winner, all that goes away.
It does go away, and I remember we said before Heat 1A, you don't want to go out and make a mistake. You cannot win the Southern Cup on the first heat of the weekend, but you can sure as heck lose it, and if they don't make the final, they're going to kick themselves all the way up to Madison, Indiana.
And we mentioned that yesterday prior to 1A, that first heat of the weekend in H1 Unlimited, that's the most important heat. That's your building block to get your point total going. Dustin Eccles is behind the 8 ball. Can he get to the other side of the 8 ball here, maybe get a win, get to the front row of the Southern Cup Championship?
3 boats are away from the pit area. 3 drones are away from the start-finish line. They took out of here in formation. The drones are going up. Coming off the top end of the race course with 4 minutes and 30 seconds until the start. Corey Peabody driving the 9. The Beacon Plumbing, all white, trimmed in that metallic blue. It's a pretty hydroplane, and man, has Corey been able to make that thing go. The oldest boat on the H1 Unlimited circuit. Here's the guy who needs points and needs them badly. Dustin Eccles, Bucket List Racing.
Brad, real quick, also, too, fans along the shoreline, if you're in the water, please leave the water immediately. You could cause the stoppage of this heat. It's just for your safety. Please exit the water and get on land. Thank you, race fans.
Yes, thank you very much. And, Jeff, I do not want to say what I'm about to say. These water conditions look pretty good right now. Let's run this thing. The water looks good. Let's go.
We're back to where we were at 8:30 this morning. Come on, come on, come on. Mother Nature, you're doing well.
3 minutes and 35 seconds to the start. Our boats are spread across the backstretch. Top end of the race course, Corey Peabody and the Beacon Plumbing. All white, trimmed in metallic blue. Oh, look at this. Here comes a move across the inside. And, oh, this is going to get a little bit close. No, it's not. No, it's not. Dustin says, I didn't get over here quick enough. He's going to have to move to the outside, I suspect. There he goes. I think he wanted to get in front of Corey and maybe get on the inside of him, but he was too late coming across, Jeff. Remember, for our fans watching this, the boat that is on the race course has priority and has the right-of-way over a boat that is cutting the race course. So Corey had the right-of-way there. It was going to get close if Dustin Eccles wanted to jump in front of him, and had the U9 wanted to just run right up on the back of him. Literally, it would have been legal. Dustin made the right move.
Well, best way to put it, it's not put this way, but Eccles needed to yield, and he did. And better yet, better be glad he did, because if not, that could have been a disaster right there in the warm-up period. That's what's so unique about H1 Unlimited hydroplane racing. This race before the race. Now, Brad, we have all 3 boats bunched up. At the 2-minute, 20-second mark, there's only one lane 1. Corey Peabody right now has the best shot of getting it.
Yeah, if Dustin's going to beat him, he's going to have to drive around him. It sure looks that way. I thought maybe Dustin might hang back and cut the race course, but, oh, and here comes Jamie Nielsen. He's going to come across. I thought Dustin might do that. And Jamie's going to kill as much time as he can. Remember, he's just got to stay above 80 miles an hour, which he's doing. Once he goes past 2 buoys, then he establishes right away on the front straightaway. He's going to do that at the start-finish line. It's going to be Nielsen in 1, Peabody in 2, Eccles in 3. And they are very close together, side by side, as they come down the front straightaway. That was tight. That was very, very tight, because until they crossed the start-finish line, Jamie Nielsen did not have the right-of-way on that inside lane.
Brad, we've mentioned the past 2 seasons, Jamie Nielsen has a knack of getting lane number 1 in H1 Unlimited. Boy, that was expert tactician driving right there. He will be in lane number 1. We're coming up on the 1-minute period. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 mark. That is the 1 minute period for Allen Land Surveying. H1 Unlimited Heat 3B by my eye. Jamie Nielsen, lane number 1. Corey Peabody, lane number 2. Dustin Eccles, our top qualifier in lane number 3, would love a win, would take a second. Brad Luce, 40 seconds away. Bring him down to the green flag for Allen Land Surveying 3B.
Watching one of the drone shots and coming up the backstretch there, sometimes these boats get spread apart quite a ways. They were not. There was only about 10 feet wide between those boats as they went up the backstretch. They've opened it up a little bit now. Inside 25 seconds, now 20 until the start. It's only about 12 off that corner. They might be a little bit early, coming up on 12 seconds right now, and they are to the exit pin. This should be good. Nielsen in 1, Peabody in 2. On the outside, it's Eccles. We're inside 5 seconds. We are 3, 2, 1. Mark, and there goes Corey Peabody. He gets the jump on the field. He broke the clock from lane number 2. Broke the clock, meaning the first one across the line. The start is legal. And on the inside, now on the outside, there you see Corey Peabody. Nielsen is there on the inside, back a couple of boat ranks. And somewhere on the outside, you can see the rooster tail out there. Our top qualifier, Dustin Eccles. But they're running 3 wide down the backstretch. And once again, Corey Peabody is off to the races, Jeff.
Peabody in front, flying up the back straightaway. Dustin Eccles is hidden in the rooster tail. Now we go to the drone shot. Peabody in 2. Now Nielsen will tighten it up on the inside. He will go to second. Eccles in third. Peabody in front. Deck to deck dueling for second.
Watch out for Dustin. Where is he? There he is. He slides to the outside. Corey Peabody. We're going to go 3 times around. The start was legal. Peabody. He's got 1 up and 1 down with 2 to go. Then it's Nielsen on the inside. Dustin Eccles. He needs those second place points, Jeff, but he's having to ride a big race course right now because he is on the outside of Corey Peabody. Look at Nielsen. Stay with Corey on the inside. Legend Yacht Transport not going away from that left side mirror on Corey Peabody. The boat driving the hardest right now is Dustin Eccles in Bucket List Racing. He needs those second place points.
We're at the halfway mark of Allen Land Surveying. Unlimited 3B. Corey Peabody comfortably in front, but the story in 3B is the second place battle between Jamie Nielsen and Dustin Eccles. Nielsen obviously with the advantage, running the shorter way around on the buoy row. Eccles needs to try to pass Nielsen, get those 300 points. Peabody in front. Brad, it's side by side dueling for second.
Coming down to put 2 in the books with 1 to go. Corey Peabody getting a great boat ride, but it is Jamie Nielsen driving the daylights out of that Legend Yacht Transport. He is hanging on to second place. He knows how big this is for Dustin. Dustin knows he's got to get those second place points. He wants to be on the front row of the final. But Jeff, he is driving that big race course, having to be on the outside of Corey Peabody's wash. Peabody's gone. Got a rooster tail and a half. And now look at Nielsen in the Legend Yacht Transport. Got almost a rooster tail on Eccles.
Peabody in front. Nielsen now comfortably in second. Eccles tried to get as close to Peabody's rooster tail to cover less real estate. Got a little wet, then had to swing outside. 1, 2, 3 in 3B. Peabody, Nielsen, Eccles. Brad, bring him to the checkered flag.
Top end of the race course, Corey Peabody. Nobody has solved this puzzle yet this weekend. Checkered flag flies. Corey Peabody. Beacon Plumbing U9 will pick up the win on the water for 400 points. Jamie Nielsen with a great run in Legend Yacht Transport, and it's Dustin Eccles with a solid 3rd place finish. Oh boy, and now the point totals are going to be fruit salad. It's looking good, Jeff. The boat is running like a rocket. One more, he says. And when he says that, we know what he's talking about. He's talking about that final heat.
That Southern Cup.
Oh my, I can tell you somebody else that is just giddy over there, and it is Shannon Rainey. Remember, that is her boat. Scott gets the other one. She calls that Legend Yacht Transport her boat. They're happy. That's as good as that boat's running.